we thought the oceans could protect us.
Yeah, I hadn't heard the quote. I'd read about the press conference, but I didn't read about the exchange, and so I can't believe he's still using it. It's fantastic. The oceans.
No. Please tell me you're not that stupid.
Yeah.
Please tell me that the people inside your administration are not that stupid.
Here's when the oceans protected us, after the Revolutionary War.
Right.
Yeah, but actually, barely, though. Remember, the first thing that the Marines fought were pirates all the way in Lebanon, right? Even then, the oceans didn't really protect us. I'm sorry, not Lebanon, Libya.
No, I mean, but they protected us, and it took a while for them to get here.
It took a while.
It wasn't an ironclad definitive protection, but it was helpful.
You know who had planes? The Nazis. Oh, wait. I think the Japanese had planes, and the oceans didn't protect us when they crossed the ocean and bombed us at Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
We thought before 9/11 that the oceans could protect us. No. You thought that on 9/11 because you're one of the dumbest people alive. Nobody else thought that, let alone the Soviet MiGs, let alone the nuclear weapons, let alone anything else.
The oceans protected us. I mean, the Soviets could launch missiles at us. You know, Alaska they could have hit easily. I assume they have ICBMs that could fly from Moscow to New York, right?
Of course, the Soviets could annihilate the old Soviets, and today the Russians still has that capacity. But can annihilate every American city within about 6 minutes.
But no, I think that's wrong. It was not 6 minutes. So the oceans protected us for like 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the ocean thing's ridiculous. Then my small point, but I loved it. You know, and then we realized on 9/11 that the killers take innocent life. Yeah, no, we realized that just about at the beginning of time.
We realized
because that's the definition of a killer.
Yeah, that's when we wrote the definition of killer. Because if you kill somebody who's a criminal, sometimes you might work for the government. It might be in self-defense. A lot of reasons. But when you kill an innocent life, that's really what makes you a murderer.
That's what makes you a killer.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what does it.
Then my favorite of their talking points, he insists on going back to it, even though it sounds absurd. That's where they plotted and planned.
Plots and plans.
Lots of plots and plans.
That's what we got.
But you know what? I mean, I think actually what he said was correct, which goes to dispute everything that he's been working toward in these last few years. He was like, they plotted and planned in Afghanistan. The Taliban were helping Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, I wish you went and got them.
Well, it's like, duh, thank you. Why have you been running away from that fact all these years? Why are you coming out now and admitting that? I mean, what he said was the truth. And it's like, oh, okay, so you're proving Helen Thomas right at this point.